All right. We are live, everybody. I got my perfect shirt on for this. It's that shirt with the black stripes, so it kind of waves and moves. There's all kinds of cool stuff. Okay, so we're gonna hopefully they're jumping on. They're jumping on. Welcome everybody. It's Greg Ryder coming at you from Launch Cart, Escondido, California, where it's a balmy 80 degrees outside today. And I want to introduce my new marketing partner in crime, Dan Schultz. What's going on, Dan?
Happy to be here. But oh man, I'm excited about this call. This is I love Launch Cart. I love what we're doing, man. I can't wait.
It's so cool. And I'll tell you a little story about Dan a little bit later about how he's like on a call, after a call, he's like, it just hit me. What we're really doing here. This is incredible. Hey, here's what we need to do. If you're watching this in our Facebook group or on our Facebook page, there's a link in the description, I think, down here, where you got to click on it. And you got to go tell Facebook, give StreamYard permission to comment. And then when you comment, it's going to show up on our little screen here. And then we can share your comment with everybody who's watching. Yes. And then everyone who's watching can see your comment, your question. So go ahead, comment in the box right now where you're calling in from or where you're watching this from. What state, what country, what city, what state of mind. You tell us. We don't care. Anything like that. Just put a comment. We want to see some comments coming in. And while we're doing that, I'm going to share my screen for a little bit. Dan's going to maybe share his screen a little bit. But here's the goal for today is we are going to talk to you about the future of Launch Cart. We're going to talk to you about some exciting new features that have been launched and are live in your back office, but have not necessarily been announced. And we are actually going to put out a new press releases, and we got all kinds of stuff going on. So I guess with that, Dan, should we just dive right into it?
Yeah. Before we do, Happy Veterans Day to
that's a good point.
All of you who have served and are serving. Thank you for doing what I am not doing.
Yeah, no, that's a real world. Happy to all you vets. Thank you for what you do. Matter of fact, if you're a vet watching this right now, or you watch this live stream and you're a vet, I want you to put, I'm a vet, and I'm going to track you down, and I'm going to have my assistant go add some launch coin to your credit, to your, for design credits. You're going to get some free launch coin if you're a vet and you're watching us live.
I am a proud member of the KIT Army. Do I get anything?
Well, of course, you get whatever you want.
Oh, right. I guess I know I have the code, so I know how to do it.
Exactly. Hey, Max, thanks for tuning in and watching on YouTube in Maryland. That's awesome. Yeah. Very, very cool. Appreciate it. But we do want to reward you. So we're going to do that a couple times throughout this call, and we're going to throw some ideas and some things at you. And if you take action today, we're going to reward you with, I call it Launch Coin. It's really credits for the design marketplace, but I'm speaking this Launch Coin into existence, right? So, and I know that my son says you can't call it Launch Coin because Stripe doesn't like Launch Coin. You can't have Launch Coin and Stripe, and then Stripe could get upset. It's like, okay, we don't want to mess up Stripe.
This is no crypto. No crypto here.
It's just a name. It's just
funny how like one industry takes over. Like what? No, they get that word. They get coin. It's like, exactly. Well, how did that happen?
All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is let me share my screen. Boom. And I'm going to go right there. And I'm going to go ahead and go full screen so you can see it all. So here's the screen. First of all, we have launched a new website. So if you have not seen the new website, please go comment on it and get ready to share it. You don't need to share it yet today because that's the other thing I haven't talked to Dan about. But we are going to launch a contest, and we're going to give you some tools to share the domain. We are officially, for the first time in history, ready to market and tell the world about Launch Cart. We really have done no marketing to speak of since we launched the company, but now we're very proud of our site. We're very proud of our technology. We're very proud of our team, and we do have a new site. And one of the things you're going to notice on the new site is skyrocket your sales with bump offers and one-click upsells, and sell via live stream. So let's talk about those two real quick. So what I want to do, Dan, I'll come back to you for a second. You have done millions and millions and millions of dollars of print-on-demand e-commerce. Talk about the importance of the bump offers, and then while you're talking about that, I'm going to go ahead and pull up a store, and I'm going to pull it up while you're talking about it. Right. But talk about how important this is to everybody watching, and how we're going to help them use this tool to make more money.
So here's the thing. You guys know this, right? The economy, the selling landscape now it's hard, so if you're selling a lower ticket item, like a t-shirt, I'm not, anything under $100. I mean, that's what I would consider, a little lower ticket, not lower end, but a lower ticket item. So what's happening, you're probably using Facebook to drive traffic. And the problem with that is Facebook ads are really expensive right now. So you have to really figure out a way. Like if you are selling a $25 shirt, but your cost for the shirt is, $12 and the cost for the ad is $7 and you got platform fees and merchant fees, Stripe fees, all that, you might end up with zero profit, $0 to $5 profit. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of a challenge, right? It's like a pretty big risk to do all that, to spend all that money and hope that you make $0 to $5. Now, I'm not saying that, if you sell 10,000 shirts in a day, that's pretty awesome. Even if you're making $1 profit, you're still having a $10,000 day. That's not bad at all, right? But so the trick is to have, like you sell a $25 shirt, but it'd be great if you could get them to give you $40, right? And you do that with an order bump. So as soon as they say, hey, I'm going to buy this shirt, as soon as they're ready to check out, it says, oh, hey, you want a little dotted line pops up with a checkbox. Hey, do you want to get this cool mug that is a complimentary item to the shirt? We'll just add it right to your order right now. It's only $27 or whatever. Yeah. Oh, I'll take that. That is in essence what we all need to do in order to sell something that's under $100. We need to somehow figure out how to make that entire order value more than $25, right? Now, are 100% of the people going to buy? No, but if you get 20%, 30%, right? Then all of a sudden those metrics change because you have more money coming in, and all of a sudden you have, I took care of the conversion. I gave Mark Zuckerberg his chunk of money. I gave the Stripe guys their money. I was able to pay for the shirt, and I got some money in my pocket. So that is the importance, really, of an order bump.
No, it's critical to increase the average order value. Now, I brought Dan on and Dwight, and we have another guy who just joined us today, Matty Boy, we call him. And these three guys, that, again, they've done millions and millions of dollars in print on demand, t-shirts, hats, hoodies, coffee mugs, you name it. They're going to start teaching you, and they're going to start training you, and they're going to start arming you with the actual how to do it. And maybe we even give them a little taste today with what we did in that webinar last night that you showed me. Maybe we showed one little segment, that little piece about how we would target for Tinkerbell. Anyway, that's another point. So order bumps are critical. So let me share my screen real quick. Going back to my screen. Okay, there's my screen. In your back office, on the left-hand side, on the nav bar, you're going to see a thing that says automatic upsells. On the bottom left over here, you can see automatic upsells. When you click on that, you're going to get to a page that looks just like this. I don't have any automatic upsell flows yet. So, and we're not going to do a training on this today. I'm just kind of bringing you aware of where it is. You're going to click new upsell flow. You're going to give it a name. So I'm going to call this name coffee mug. Coffee mug order bump. Meaning I want to add, and then it says what's going to trigger this. What triggers this? It's going to be all products, and I'm going to hit save. And you'll have to play with this. And of course, we'll do some training on this. We'll show you guys how to use it. But the idea is I want to add a coffee mug as an order bump when they buy anything on my store. And by the way, this is my Rescue Joe store. And I'll go here real quick. If you guys remember, I started to put together the Rescue Joe. It's my coffee store. And in my coffee store, I wanted to show you one other quick little thing. And my computer and internet is just running like a snail. Yeah. I don't know if the StreamYard is eating it all up, but anyway, rescuejoe.com. If you guys want to see what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, go buy some coffee from me and you'll get on my list. and I've got our coffee on here. And if anyone wants to sell coffee, just make a post, and we'll share the information with you how you can have your own private label coffee from a 150-year-old coffee company makes incredible coffee.
God, this is cool, Greg. I love this.
I want to sell them a coffee mug or an upsell to go with their coffee. So we're going to start creating some order bumps in here, right? And we're going to talk about how to do this. So again, I'm not doing the training now. I just want to show you that's where that's at. You got to get that going. We got to learn it. And then what we'll do is we'll set up, and maybe we'll do it live. Maybe we do a live training. I'm not sure. I'm going to let Dan and Dwight figure this out. Maybe we'll do a registration. So if you want to register, see, part of the problem is we notify you guys that we're doing these lives. No one shows up, and then they're after the fact. But if we maybe have you register and you want to be on live, we can pick a time. And I know we have people all over the world. So we maybe have to do some in the mornings and some in the late afternoons. And so we want to try to accommodate everyone. But regardless, the recordings will be there, and you will learn how to do this. And so sequence-wise, get your store built, get everything hooked up, get everything kind of optimized best you can, get your email system integrated and set up, your exit pop. You have to create an email list. And then the next thing is we got to go to that order bump to increase your average order value. And once we have the foundation set up, then we can start running ads. And we're going to start showing you guys the ads we're running, and we're going to show you guys and coach you guys. And then if you really want to get into hyperdrive, you got to get into the Ecom Mentor monthly program or one of our coaching programs, and we're going to coach you to get there faster. Okay, so that's part A. Part B is going back to, wait, wrong one. Let me go back here. Back to the website again, back to launchcart.com again. And again, just to kind of reset everybody, this is Greg and Dan from LaunchCart. If you're just tuning in, I need you to make a comment. Tell us where you're listening in from, what platform you're on, where you're at. Make a comment, share this link with us, like it. The more engagement you give to this, the more Facebook's going to give us the love. Now, here's the other thing that's really, really big for me: selling via live stream. This is going to be a big, big, big focus for LaunchCart moving forward in 2022. And we're going to build out some super, super, super cool tools for doing this. And guess what, everybody? It's live in your store right now. Now, this is just version 1. But if we go down here to marketing tools, and you'll come down here to the app store, basically, you'll see that we have live stream selling. And again, all you got to do is click on manage it. And we're going to do some trainings on this as well. And the idea is there's 2 options. One option's not finished yet. We're integrating with a company called Meetin, which is like Zoom. And they're going to be able to live stream like we're doing to multiple platforms at the same time. But right now, you're just going to be able to create a URL. So when you're live streaming on TikTok or Twitter or LinkedIn, you can have them come back to a particular URL that has your store on it, and you're always driving people to that store. And there's a whole bunch of cool little nuances and cool little features to this. You can do countdown timers. You can, like, here's a little stuff about how it works and what to do. And then you have to choose the products that we want to sell. I want to sell my, let's see, where's my coffee? I've got some coffee.
Need another app.
Rescue Joe Dark Roast. Okay, so now I'm adding that to my thing. I'm going to enable a discount. I'm going to give them so you can do a fixed amount discount or a percentage. I'll do a percentage. I'll give them 15% off. I can say this discount's going to expire in 20 minutes. So
How cool
remember, I'm
is
live
this?
streaming, right?
Man, this is cool.
My live stream, right? And then
I
you can
love
do
it.
your call to action settings. Enable a product live feed above your product page. And now I hit list the item. Now, as I do that, it gives me a special URL. So I'm gonna highlight that and copy it. Actually, I don't even know how to copy that, to be honest with you.
No,
There we go. Copy. Now, when somebody goes to this URL, let's see if it works. This is the first time I'm doing this, by the way. I'm risking everything, people. Risking everything. Boom. See now?
Are you kidding me?
It pulls up the live stream feed on top of my window. And if I had a second item or a third item or a fourth item or a fifth item, it's going to pull those up, and then it's going to archive them. So after the discount goes and it expires, it'll go to the next product. And I got to check why that thumbnail picture isn't pulling right there. But I'm telling you, when we get this thing rocking and rolling, and we train you guys on how to use this. Game changer, really game changer.
Guys, I got to tell you a story. So Dwight and I have done, not with this platform going live like this before, but we went live on a presentation that somebody invited us on, and we were selling one of our things. And both of us, we like money, so we set up our phone. So whenever there's a order that comes in, it either dings or, or the silence, but I had my phone in my pocket and it would vibrate. And there is something insane about selling online, because it's like how we're communicating now, right? If you guys comment, we can communicate back and forth. Well, there's a definite excitement, I'm normally way more laid back. You can tell, bags under the eyes. Right now I'm wide awake though. But normally I'm not like this. I'm not like all Mr. Hyper. And we start doing this thing where we're talking about this product, where we're talking about how cool it is and how it's going to change everything and blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden, they put the link up on the screen, and all of a sudden, I heard Dwight beep on his phone, and at the same time mine vibrated in my pocket, like, oh, awesome. Well, all of a sudden it started vibrating again, and pretty soon the vibrations were kind of constant. And there is a video somewhere and then Dwight did that on his end too. He turned his off. So there is a video somewhere of both of us, as soon as we figured out what was happening, like, oh, geez, we're getting a lot of sales right now. There is a video of us like going like this. The other guy was talking a little bit, and you see me go like this. And I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get off of this stream. It is insane how this can work. This is you get your own QVC. It's like a mini version of Home Shopping Network. And man, there's no easier, better way to make a connection with your audience. It is amazing. Wow.
And again, you can set you guys up for this. And I wish we had all this earlier for the Christmas season, but to set you up for this, you should be ordering your own product. You should have some of your own product in your hands. And so I just ordered a whole bunch of coffee. So I'm going to have all the coffee sitting here in front of me, and I'm going to start going live, and then I'm going to run some ads to those lives. And I'm going to get more dog lovers who love rescue dogs and who want to save dogs, who love coffee. And then what I'll continue to do is I'll run some more ads to that thing of people dog lovers who are engaged shoppers who love dogs and love dog rescue, and I'll build up my list and I'll get the following, and then I'll continue to do my live stream, and it should just work beautifully. And I want to do as a test. I'm not an influencer, but we're going to continue to do this, and then we're going to build another marketplace eventually where your live streams will have like launch shops lives or something like that. I don't know. And it'll be like a destination site. So if those shoppers out there want to just go out and just see who's live streaming today and what they can buy, all of us will be on one site where all of our stuff is archived and live streaming, and it'll be like a little TV channel. You'll be able to type in keywords and get jewelry, and they'll be able to get whatever keyword is, and those live streams will come up. So that stuff is coming, pretty exciting.
I guess we need to talk more, because like every time, like I didn't know that. That's insane. That's insanely cool.
Yeah. Well, it's like I have this vision, and I know there's a lot of people like Robert Gardner. He's been on here forever. You might even remember Robert. He's been with us forever. And this is, you guys are part of my dream and my vision. And it's not like I just dreamed this up yesterday. We've been working on this for 5, 6, 7 years. This is a long time coming. So again, I'm so proud and so happy that we're actually up and live and up and going. So we got one other really big announcement that I want to share with you guys. So let me share my screen one more time. And that is pricing plans. Now, this may be a shock to a lot of people, because a lot of people know that we've marketed ourselves and we've told everybody that we have a freemium plan. We're going to have all this cool stuff and it's free. And that is true. We are committed to to always having a freemium plan. Okay, to always having a freemium plan. We always will have a freemium plan. We'll always give people on that freemium plan a taste and really great features and functionality that you can't get on Shopify. You can't get anywhere else. But with that being said, you guys do not want to build your foundation and your house on LaunchCart if we don't have a financial model that's going to keep us growing and thriving. because you've maybe done it before. I know Dan's done it and I've done it. We buy some software that we think is the coolest thing ever. And because the people weren't good businessmen or didn't have a good financial model, they're out of business 6 months later, a year later. Now there's no support, and that tool that you spent money on is no good anymore. We're committed to this. I'm all in. And now we have our plans that are going to generate cash flow revenue for us. And so what we tried to do real simply was to be really, really fair and lenient about what we're giving away, and then, give you guys some incentive to upgrade. Now, another thing, which is a big, 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 huge issue for us, there was many, many people. Let me go down here to the bottom. People asked us all the time, almost every day, hey, can I get rid of the platform fee? Can I get rid of the platform fee? I don't want to pay 3%. And what we recognized was that higher volume sellers who wanted to switch to LaunchCart didn't want to switch to LaunchCart because they didn't want to pay the 3% fee. Now you can think about that and you say to yourself, oh, I see what you're saying. If I'm doing $100,000 a month and I'm paying 3%, that's $3,000 a month I'm paying for LaunchCart. I don't want to pay $3,000 a month. So therefore, I'm not going to go onto that platform and do, $100,000 a month. So we had to have a plan to allow people to scale up and get rid of that 3% fee, because we have a lot of sellers who are starting to make more and more sales. Everyone's starting to get a feel for the platform. We have the new features coming out. We have the upsells. We're only about 3 weeks away from the one-click upsells. So they post, checkout, boom, one-click upsells. We also have long-form sales pages that are going to bring them into the funnel, which we call flows. So all that kind of stuff is going to help you make more money. So we wanted to get rid of the 3% fee. That's one thing. The other thing is a lot of people wanted to get rid of the LaunchCart on the footer of the site because they didn't want to say powered by LaunchCart. So that can also go away. So I'm not going to go through all of the features and the plans here, but we think it's very, very fair. We love your feedback. You're welcome to go into our group or comment to us or comment on this post, what you feel, what you think about this. We want to have your feedback, and we're going to start going. Now, here's the good thing, and here's the special offer I want to make for you guys today. You notice right here, it says 40% savings on all annual plans. Our plans are going to be the free, the liftoff, $27 a month, the growth, $97 a month, the scale, $297 a month. And you can go here and you can look at everything in here. As a matter of fact, if you're in your LaunchCart store, you're going to go down here to settings, and down in settings, it's going to say store plan. And it's going to store plan. It's going to show you what plan you're on. So see, it says current plan, and then you can see the different plans, and you can hit show the plan features, and it'll show you everything that's included in each plan. And we're going to continue to add to this. There's more stuff coming to this, but that's where we wanted to launch with. But what I wanted to point out, see this right here, annual 40%? I'm going to click that and toggle. Right now, you can upgrade to the liftoff plan, and it's $194 for the entire year. Okay, that's a steal. That's a steal. Now, on top of that, I told Josh to program it where it's grandfathered. So if you sign up for this liftoff plan and you stay on this plan for a whole year, next year, you're going to pay $194. Same thing with this growth plan. Same thing with this scaling plan. You will be grandfathered forever to that plan as long as you stay on that plan and you upgrade. So if you know you're going to be rocking and rolling with LaunchCart, you might consider going to the growth or even the scale plan, because you can get locked into those prices and you're going to be locked in there. Now, this 40% discount is only going to be for a short period of time. And you know what, Dan? Golly, we didn't talk about what that short period of time is. But we're not going to have 40% off forever. It's only going to be for this launch period. To be honest with you, we really haven't discussed what that launch period is going to be, but we're going to talk about it now that I brought it up, right, Dan?
We should have the conversation.
Yeah.
So here's a hint. It's probably going to go on at least until this call is over. So
yeah, at least
you're interested. Jump.
And here's what we're going to do. So as an additional bonus, if you go and you upgrade in the next hour or so, I'm going to give you an hour. So what time is it? It's 3:24. So I'm going to say 4:30. If you upgrade between now and 4:30, because you were on this live, I want to reward you. I will match your upgrade. So if you buy the annual plan for $194, I'm going to give you $194 worth of design credits. If you do the $27 monthly plan, you do $27, I'm going to reward you with $27. So whatever you do, I'll match dollar for dollar with design credits. Now, with that being said, I'm going to let another little cat out of the bag. We hired another guy on our team I mentioned earlier, Matty Boy. Mm-hmm. So Matty Boy is an expert in running and creating and developing design packs. And so he's going to help us continue to increase the design packs. So don't think that these credits that we've been giving you or that you buy are going to be not worth anything. We're always going to be coming out with new designs. We're always going to be getting you new bestsellers. And we have some exciting stuff coming down the pipe as it relates to that. So
can I make one little announcement, Greg? Can I say about the other, I won't mention names or anything, but one of the hires we just made was an artist, a designer that to look at her former roster is crazy. Like maybe a company like with big, huge mouse ears might. I don't want to say anything. It's not our place to say, but like crazy.
I'll do it. I like that. I like you let that cat out of the bag. So we just hired a designer to create designs for us, and she's been doing this for a little time. Here's some of the brands that she's worked for: Claire's and Target and Spencer's and Toys R Us and Kmart and Disney and the Pony Group and Disney Princesses and Warner Brothers. And I mean, come on, people. Mattel. She's one of the top designers in the globe. But guess who she works for now?
Yeah.
Launchcart.
So
we're committed.
Listen, here's the thing that we couldn't wait to be part of Launchcart. So Dwight and I, we're coaches, we're business partners. We sell stuff. We sell stuff online, right? And the entire thing about Launchcart is that it's built by marketers, but more importantly for marketers. Like think how serious, think how crazy it is. You know, when Greg was just showing you the original pricing, well, I don't want to pay the 3% platform fee for every sale. And he said, well, what if you're doing $100,000 and all of a sudden you're paying us $3,000 a month? It's ridiculous for Greg to say we don't want that money. But the truth is, we don't want you to give us $3,000 a month because you're probably going to get sick and tired of giving us $3,000 a month. Right? Because now all of a sudden by doing that, we're getting closer and closer and closer to like being Shopify, right? Where you're having constant, upcharges and fees. And I want to get this plugin and this, that sucks. In fact, just kind of what we were talking about earlier about how hard it is to sell today. Like when you're selling a low ticket item, like a t-shirt or a coffee mug, right? Well, if you start adding all this other crap in there, it's insane. The fact that we're willing to, or Greg and the team, and it's just a Launchcart is like, no, we are about marketing, right? We want to teach you. We want to help you. I mean, that's why they brought us on. We want to help you make more money because that's what this is all about, right? So everything about Launchcart, it is a marketer's platform, right? I mean, every single thing. A lot of times software just puts in little cool bells and whistles. Everything that we've talked about so far tonight is literally there for one reason: to get more. It's so conversion friendly. It's just, how can we find new avenues to sell? How can we give you the tools so you can sell more? How can we give you the training so you can sell more? I get kind of jacked up about this stuff, but it's really, man, it is really cool. Oh, you're muted.
I want to go over a couple other quick things. So a couple of the enhancements or a couple of the features and things you can do that are going to require you to get on a paid plan, you may have already done on your store. You're grandfathered in. So for instance, let's say you created 5 pages on your store, and in the free plan, you're only allowed to create, I don't even know what it is, 1 or 2 pages, whatever it is. And now you want to go create another page. It's going to ask you to upgrade to the new version, to a paid plan. But we're not going to force you to pay for things that you already created because you got in before these plans were enabled. Same thing with the custom domain. One of the things that we know is that serious e-commerce store owners want their own custom domain. And so we thought, okay, that's not going to be part of the free version. We're going to get you on a paid plan if you want to have your custom domain. But if you already customized your domain and that's already done, you're grandfathered. You're going to be okay. But we know, we were talking about the pricing and how we price it. And I'm like, if we're doing 40% off or even $27 a month, if you're not really serious about your e-commerce business to spend that kind of money, you're not really serious about it. We understand, like we just saw a comment that they haven't been able to sell much on Launchcart or anywhere for that matter. And they don't want to spend any money until they learn how to do it. And that's the whole point of the freemium model. We want to teach you, give you the tools, teach you the email capture mechanisms, teach you the order bumps, teach you the one-click upsells, teach you long-form sales strategies, teach you how to price points, teach you what our products are best sellers, teach you how to find designs that are guaranteed to sell. And then as you get that revenue going, boom, now you can upgrade and take it to the whole next level.
Agreed.
So again, here's somebody saying, when does this take effect? I have 10 pages. It's in effect right now. So the fact that you already have 10 pages, you're grandfathered in, right? So, but if you want to go create that 11th page, it's going to say,
it
you have
pays.
to upgrade.
It pays for you. You took the chance on launch card.
Yeah.
You know, you got in. We're all family here, man. It's pretty cool.
So so go ahead, type in the questions, whatever questions you have. Let us know if you have any questions, comments. Share this link, like it, give us a thumbs up, give us a heart, do all that kind of stuff. Facebook's going to like it, give us more love. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to build a form. Here, let's put this out here. I'm trying to figure out how to build a form to get emails and to bring in emails to send out sales ads. How's this done? Well, right now we have an integration with MailChimp. So first thing you have to do, go to MailChimp.com and create your free account. And I've noticed, I'm not a big tech guy, but I'm a pretty good tech guy. I tried to do it through Launchcart and it kind of confused me. So I did it another time. I go to MailChimp, I create my MailChimp account. Now I got my MailChimp account. Now I come back to Launchcart and I click MailChimp, I click connect, I connect it, and boom, I'm done. Now MailChimp allows you to capture I think it's 2,000, up to 2,000 leads for free. So no money out of pocket, 2,000 leads for free. So that's the first thing. Create your MailChimp account, tie in your MailChimp account to Launchcart. Then go to our tool, which again, I'll show you real quick, make it easy on you. You're going to go to the tool, go to your superpowers, and the superpowers is like our superpowers. Those are our marketing tools. And you're going to go over here to the marketing tab. And on the marketing tab, we have see this right here. It says promotional bars, list building pop-ups, and more, right? So we're going to go manage. And now it's going to take me to, now we got to get rid of that click. There's no reason to have that second click. Anyway, we have two ways for you to get things going. You get your promotional bar, but we have our List Builder Pro. And so you're going to go to List Builder Pro and you're going to hit manage. And then here's where you can create your pop-ups, and you hit create new. And it's very, very, we'll call this, I'll start a Black Friday one coming up. And now again, is it active? Yes. No, it's not going to be active because I'm not ready to put it up yet. Do I want to show Down Timer? Yes. Do I want to show on exit intent? Meaning I want to show it when they're getting ready to leave. It's going to trigger every day. So you just go through and answer all these questions. And then you get down here some templates and you click on a template. And then down here, you can customize the template by dragging images, dragging text, doing whatever you want to do, dragging countdown timers. And then you hit save and boom, you just created your name acquisition pop-up form in here. And again, we're going to be doing some more trainings on this and helping this stuff go. And then I know, it's not that hard. It is a little bit of a learning curve for people that have never done it before, but it's pretty self-explanatory. And if you get stuck, just ask a question in the group and somebody's going to come to your aid and help you. But make sure when you do that, take screenshots or say what you're stuck about. And again, let me promote this real quick. So we use a company called Loom, and Loom allows me to make videos, and I can make videos and then they automatically go into the cloud and I can share a link to the video. And I just beg everybody to go get a Loom account. I'm not getting paid any money for Loom, but if you go get a Loom account, whenever you have a customer technical support issue, whenever you have any issue, you just do a screen recording, send it out to support, put it in the Facebook group. And again, Facebook group is not meant for support tickets, right? But if you're trying to make sales, you're getting stuck on something, we want to help you. But the Loom just helps us. We get you an answer fast and quick.
Can I give you a sales tip with Loom?
Yeah.
We weren't going to talk about this, and we don't get paid. Like Greg said, we don't get a penny from Loom. But obviously, if you are the size of Walmart, you won't be able to do this. But if you are, an average e-commerce seller, I will tell you, and there is nothing better than looking into the camera, opening up Loom, going to the person who just ordered a product from you, so you have their order up on the screen, behind, so that's what Loom is. It's you're recording the screen, and then you might see your little head in a circle down in the corner. And if you just every day, something we do every day, you just like look at your orders that came in overnight, and you just record and just look at the order and go, hey, Joe, listen, my name's Dan. I'm the owner of blah, blah, blah website. I want to thank you honestly, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for buying the sack of coffee. It's going to rescue some dogs. Coffee's really good too. But I just wanted to reach out. I know a lot of times the CEOs of companies don't do this, but I appreciate you. I know the dogs are going to appreciate you, and go have a cup of coffee. Thank you. I appreciate you. Send that link to them. It is so insane. Yeah, I mean, and
wow, that was a golden nugget, everybody. I have never heard that before. That's incredible.
And then a lot of times I'll end it by going, hey, by the way, I noticed you only ordered the one bag. If you want, let me know. You reply back to me, and I can get you another bag for half off. But anyway, thanks again. And it is crazy. Couple minutes, send a link.
That's a mic drop bomb right there. Yeah. If you did that, you're serious about building your e-commerce store and building your brand recognition, and you did that 3 or 4, for every order until you get too many orders, you can't do it, and then you still do it randomly from time to time.
Or you hire someone too. That's the whole point. Walmart can afford to hire 80 guys to sit there and go, hey, thanks for buying our whatever.
Right. Boom. And Robert says Loom is gold. Yeah, we love Loom. Loom is awesome. All right. So any of the comments, questions, and anybody? Now, I see your comment that you did do the superpowers. You set up the everything, but it's not working. So I'm going to try to go to your store and see if it comes for me. I don't know. I have to maybe take a little deeper on how you set it up. If it's not popping up. So here's the thing about this technology. This is where some people get confused, and I did too myself. It's cookie based. So if you tell it only pop up once a day, and you go to your site and it shows it to you once, and then you go, oh, I don't like the way that looks, and you go back to trigger it and change it and hit save, and you go back to see it again, it's not going to show for you again because you've cookied yourself, and it already showed it to you once, and you're going, it's broken. I saw it once, but now it's not working. It's broken. It's not broken. So what you always have to do is I use Chrome, and Chrome has this thing called incognito, and you click the little 3 dots on the top right, you hit launch new incognito browser, then you go to your website, then you do the pop-up, and then you'll see everything work.
And then close that window and then test it again. Like you'll have to be in a new incognito window every time you do a test.
Right.
Yeah. And if you have the problem, just shoot a, like Greg said, make a Loom, show what's going on, send it into support, and they will be all over it.
Okay. Do you mind if I don't know your name, but your site is like Lady Darkhorn. Do you mind if I show your store live? Put a yes or no in the box, and I'll show your store live, because I went there and the pop-up's working just fine. But I do want to optimize it I want to show you. We're going to do a live hot seat optimization for just a second. Yes, show live. Okay, good. Okay, so here's her store. And maybe it's him, I'm not sure. So you can see it popped up, right? Now, this image right here is still loading. This image on the right is still loading. And one of the features that we're going to build into LaunchCart one of these days is an image optimizer tool. Because I've done it, you do it, everyone does it, is we create these images, and that's a beautiful lifestyle image. It really is. And it's going to help sell, and it's going to help convert. It's a great image. But I'll bet you it's 3 megabytes. And let me show you what I typically do. I'll right mouse button on it. I'll hit save image as, and then I'm going to save it to my computer, and I'm going to see the size of it. But I could tell by the way it loaded, it's a big file size. And you have to get in the habit of optimizing these images for web and the file size, so your page load speed and these things load faster. And I know that's a whole nother training in itself of how do you do that? Where do you do that? What tools do you use to do that? I personally am still stuck in Fireworks, which Fireworks they discontinued, don't even support it anymore. But I used it for so many years. That's what I use. And I can go into Fireworks and I can dial in the file size, both from a file size as far as width and dimensions, as far as the file size, how fast it loads.
Wait, fireworks from like the 90s?
Yeah, exactly.
Jeez.
So now, Dan, do you have any other comments on this exit pop here, this pop-up?
So there are two ways to generate email addresses. So this is a very standard. This is how e-commerce does it. It's usually like get a 10% off coupon, and you're going to build it. I mean, what I try to do is always think like every piece of real estate I have, right? So like in this case, I'm just thinking if this was my shop, how can I take this square and how can I make it make me money? Now ask yourself this. If you were, if you go to Costco tonight and you're walking through the aisles, you're trying to get free food, and all of a sudden you walk by the TV department, the guy goes, "Hey, you want this $4,000 TV? I'll give you 10% off." But you might go, "Boy, that 10% off of 4,000, that's some pretty decent cash." But if you are selling, as I see here, like leggings or t-shirts, again, kind of a low ticket item, get it, and here you're even saying when, I don't know if the contest itself is to get a coupon for 10% off, or I'm not 100% sure. That message should be a little more clear. If it should like sign up to win, enter a contest and get I guess it does say and. So like if you're getting a $20 shirt and hey, you wanna give me should I give you a 10% off? Saying $2. I don't know. I guess. I mean, a lot of times it's like that's like sales tax. It's like you're giving me tax free. All right. So I always think like the value of an email address to an e-commerce, to an online seller, the national average is like $1 a month. So if you have 100 names on your list, you can reasonably expect to make $100 a month just from that email, address. So what we do, like Dwight and I on our sites, we're really good at email. We usually get, honestly, I'm kind of embarrassed to say it, like $15-20 a month from our, so if we have 10,000 email addresses, the average person get $10,000 a month. So the key is I would change this to, the better deal, right? Like right. I would say, I'll give you 20% off right now, or, whatever you can do to get them to put that name in there, because once you have that name, then you send an email out. You don't have to pay Facebook to drive traffic anymore. You got this person.
Right. No, and my comment was, you got two messages. I don't know that you need to do a coupon and give a prize, but let's just say that's not a bad, I call it ethical bribe. But really what I want you to do is tell me what I'm going to win. I've done many a contest, many giveaways, and I used to do these giveaways for $130 pair of jeans. And I would show a pair of jeans kind of in that bottom right where you would have it. And I would put the price right on there, $130, win a pair of $130 jeans.
Yep.
And I generated a list of 70,000 people in a month with like a $7,000 ad spend. And that 70,000 list turned into 200,000 in revenues the following month. So it is a strategy. So the more specific you can be about, that ethical bribe to convince me of what's going on and what to do is fantastic. Okay. So Good feedback. Now,
I'm happy that you have everyone on here should be building a list. There is, and if that's all you're doing is a 10% off, sadly, that is better than 99% of everyone out there. So,
yeah, but I would typically tell you 10% is not enough. I would go 15 to 20, depending on your margins, what you can do, because you really want that ability to communicate with people. Now, the next thing I want to add, just again, we're going to critique your site because we're here and I got you live. What are you going to do? Where are you going to go? So I do want to say a couple things. One is I love your logo. I like the way it looks. I like that it's unique. It's different. You got many, many, many sliders in here, which is fine. That's great. I'm not sure why you haven't put together a menu bar. I typically like having a menu bar, and you don't necessarily have to have one, but I do like to have a menu bar. So you might consider putting 2 or 3 more menus up here. And the other thing that I would like to do, going back to trust, is the number one thing you have to overcome on e-commerce marketing is trust. And on our platform asked you, do you want to add your phone number to the header? Do you want to add your phone number to the footer? I always say yes, because as much as you think people are going to call you, they don't call you, but it does add trust, and trust is critical, right? So what can you do to add trust? And even having a menu bar, it just looks more like an e-commerce site and a little bit more trustworthy, that type of stuff. The rest of it, I think your images, your mock-ups, everything you're doing looks fantastic. Let me click on one of the products and we'll see. I want to see something real quick. Yep. Now, again, my site's moving. My internet's just crawling because of this live stream or something. I'm not sure. Okay, so now here, look, your pop-up came up again. That's annoying to me. And by the way, I did see this file. It was 2.9 megabytes, 2.9 megabytes. This file right here should not be more than 100,000 kilobytes. So that's 29 times less file size than what you had.
Yes, speed is like, boy, that's such something people never look at, and they all should. Everyone should, because people will just leave.
And see how you have your categories. You could just make your categories a menu bar and link directly to them. But this should not pop up multiple times. It shouldn't. One time a day is good enough. See, it's popping up every single time I go somewhere. That's new. And going back to the file size, that's no different than on these images too. So depending on where these images came from, if these are printful images or placeful images or something you did on your own, do everything you can to optimize the size of these images. Oh, look at that. He's using the video. Good job. Dude,
awesome.
This is something you probably haven't seen either, Dan. Look, you've got videos in the product. You can't do that Shopify. Can you?
You can for a lot of money.
That's awesome. Okay, so I want to buy one of these. I'm not sure what my size is, but I'm going to go with I know it's not extra small. I think I can fit into a medium. Let me add it to the cart. So again, the other thing you guys got to do is you add stuff to your own cart, go to checkout. Like I'm going to go checkout, and I'm going to look at a couple things. Look, he's customized it. Make sure you customize. Now he customized his checkout page, but he did a couple things. See how it says Lady Dark Horn here, and you got the logo there? I would turn this off. You can turn this off in the checkout editor. You can turn that off. The other thing I would do is I would put some trust icons over here on the bottom right. Oh, there's that pop-up again. See, my mouse clicked something. I would customize the checkout page with support, trust badges, 100% satisfaction guarantee, contacts at any time, support number, support email, anything you can put on this. This is the page that converts. This is the page where we all live or die. If you can't get them past this page, you never win, right? So everything on this page has got to increase trust. And again, Dan, he's going to be doing some more training on this. Now, the next thing I want to just show you is I'm going to go ahead and put it in my email. The minute I fill out this form, it's gonna commit the stuff to the database. And now I change my mind, I'm leaving, right? I'm not gonna buy. Okay, I should get an abandoned cart email in about an hour. So I'm gonna look for those abandoned cart emails and make sure I get those. Everybody watching me, listen, look, we do everything we can to make our technology work perfect as possible, but sometimes it doesn't. So test your stuff. Test your stuff. You need to see what the customer's going to experience. Test your abandoned cart emails. We have 3 emails that should go out. Boom, boom, boom. We want to help you convert abandoned cart emails. So test your stuff. So there's like a little site critique. Hope you appreciate that. It's not too much. Boom. Here's one of my friends coming in at us. Yeah. So okay, cool. So I like doing this stuff. I like helping.
I love this too. I like this hot seat kind of thing. People who aren't afraid to show their stuff. That's really neat.
Yeah, no, let me kind of go back to, and even again, if I was to do the hot seat on myself, let me share my screen one more time. So if I go to my cart on my Rescue Joe, sure is a bummer when it just doesn't click and snap like it normally does. And I'm going to go proceed to checkout. You're going to see that I still haven't even taken my own advice.
Well, that's why they say the town where there are 2 barbers, you want to go to the one with the worst hair.
That's awesome. Let's see what I've done here. Okay. So you can see I've got my logo in here. I hid the text version of it. I also put in a countdown timer. Your order is reserved 4 minutes and 45 seconds.
Beautiful.
I don't know why, but this increases conversions, everybody. It just does. I don't know why. It does.
Yep.
And then you can see I put my secure payments and my safe secure SSL. That's a trust. That helps build trust. And then I put this little cute little puppy dog looking up at you, just like, oh, thank. And actually what I was going to do is I was going to put some words on here saying, thanks for rescuing me.
Yes. That is what you should totally do.
Right. So I haven't finished it yet, and I haven't even launched the site yet. And you can see I got PayPal and Pay Later and that stuff coming in from PayPal. So I have this, I'm using PayPal and Stripe on this. I give people a choice.
Oh my God, Greg, I just came up with an idea for you.
Okay, cool.
Okay, that Loom idea that I was telling everyone to do, right?
Right.
You know, where you look at the camera and say, thank you for buying whatever. So check this out. You know, we used to do, and I know we talked about it with you many times, and you did it, the No Child Left, no, what is it? Not No Child, No Child Hungry. Is that it? The donation where we gave a portion of every order to this. It was a very simple charity, right? But it was like
Feed the Children, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a Feed the Children. Oh, I mean, we gave a lot of money to them, and I can't remember the name. No Child Hungry? No, anyway. So there is one for dogs, for rescue animals, where you can make a donation, and it is like insanely, it's like 5 cents will feed a dog for a week, right? So could you imagine, they just bought something, they love dogs, they love coffee, they're feeling good about themselves because they already just did that, right? They bought coffee, but it pushed them over, and that's already going to go make a donation. If you send them the next morning, hey, Joe, I wanted to thank you again. Thank you so much for getting the coffee. I didn't say this on the site, but I just appreciate people like you. So out of my own pocket, I'm going to feed 5 shelter dogs for a week in your name. Thank you for being part of our family. And blah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's going to maybe be like $1 or 50. Right. You don't have to do 5 for a week. I don't know, feed them for a day. And it's crazy how much. And then again, if you tack on a little order bump on your video, you know, it's nothing but money.
Yeah. No, and again, that's a strategy that we've used for years and years and years. We've always involved charities. We've always donated money to charities. And we've been very opportunistic when it came to the national disasters, hurricanes.
Yeah.
We used to do, Texas Strong or Houston Strong or Puerto Rico Strong, and we'd make these designs and shirts. And then and a lot of times we didn't even keep any of the profits. We just donated all the profits to that charity. But guess what? We bought a buyer's list. Right. And we got customers out there. So if you can tie a charity to what you're doing and donate some money, that's a good thing. I believe God will reward you for that, first of all. Secondly, consumers will reward you for that as well. So I think this has been a good call. Let's see if there's any last questions. We'll wrap it up. I do know this. We want to do more and more of this, and we're going to keep getting active. And I'm going to share with you, we got one-click upsells coming. We got long-form sales pages coming. We've got analytics and data analytics and store analytics coming. We've got integrations coming out. When you see what we're doing with integrations, and I don't even want to spill the beans because it's we pull this off. It's going to be amazing. We're going to be integrating with all kinds of stuff. We got more integrations coming with print on demand companies. I know everyone wants to have Printify and Guten and Custom Cat. We're working on it. We're working behind the scenes. We're doing the best we can to get those integrations done and make that happen. So a lot of stuff's coming. And keep in mind, you don't need an integration with Printify to use Printify. You don't need an integration with some of these other companies to use them. You just have to export your orders out of Launchcart and then import them into that other platform. And and I know I've been saying we're going to create some videos to help show you this. I've just been so busy with what we're doing and building our team and hiring people. We haven't got around to it, but we're going to start doing some sales ourselves on Printify coming up. We've been building some products on Printify, some products on Guten, some products on Custom Cat. We're going to start making sales. We're going to start showing you guys how you can leverage these other print-on-demand providers for your sales. And again, get going for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Get everything going and tuned up, and we're going to help you there too. So, last comment, Stan, and then we'll wrap it up.
That's awesome. Yeah, happy to be here, you guys. This is a place to be. This is where marketers are going to be marketers. Marketers are going to be better. Marketers are going to make more sales. Thanks, Robert. Yeah, so one thing that could help moving forward is if you are, I mean, everyone asks their questions live, but if you're watching this on a in a replay type of situation, please comment and tell us what you want help with. What is stopping you from being a bajillionaire?
Yeah, that's a good
You can
point.
do this,
What
right?
is
So tell us
stopping you?
where we'll fix it. I'm not going to say we're going to get you to be a bajillionaire. Probably can't say that. That's probably illegal. I'm not going to guarantee you're probably going to be a quadrillion. Probably.
Yeah, well, you know how we used to verbalize, I guarantee you I'll be surprised if you're not a billionaire.
Oh, that's diabolical.
That was back in the Wolf of Wall Street days when we were telling guys who were getting them to invest a couple $100,000, and they, well, let me talk to my wife. I'm like, what are we buying, drapes? Okay, everybody. All right. Well, this has been another Launch Cart live stream. Thank you very much for being a customer. We appreciate you. Please share everything that's going on. Stay tuned. Open the emails. Read the emails. Show up for the lives. And we're going to continue to give you some of the best training there is in the world with one of the best platforms in the world. And until then, do what I do. Wake up every day with an attitude of gratitude and tell somebody you love them. I promise you'll have a better day. We're out.